the lockdown right there. And the Death Coil, the Syndragosa. Oh, there you go. The enemy Arthas actually has the Army of the Dead, which I locked down with my Syndragosa, so I basically counted it out, which was awesome. What's up, everyone? Colby Cheese here with another day of Heroes of the Storm. This time my commentary will be on Arthas. Arthas is another warrior that they have in the game, which is extremely hard to kill. He actually excels in slowing down opponents, locking them down, and just overall the CC that allows your team to catch up and really take advantage of that. Now, he's also really strong in terms of damage as well, so pretty much his kit is quite ridiculous when you think about it. So I'm going to be talking about his abilities. Of course, we are on Blackheart's Bay today, and so you'll see us running around trying to collect the balloons. As a tank character or a warrior, whatever you want to call it, on Blackheart's Bay, I find that the tankier characters are better suited to running around and picking up the doubloons. That way, if you actually get into a skirmish around the turn-in chest, you'll actually be able to survive long enough to hold on to them, and the enemies can't just quickly snipe you out and pick those up, which they usually will tend to do if one of your assassins are holding on to all of those coins and whatnot. So there we go. We'll be running around here, winning the first little battle. Looks like our Malfurion got that first one, which is fine that he has them as well, just because of the fact that he can heal himself. Of course, Malfurion is really hard to kill as well. So for Arthas, you'll see I've got this little aura that I can turn on around me, and I'll be talking about that. It's basically his main source of, I guess, control on enemies, because it's a channel, so it'll of course continually drain your mana out. It's my E ability, what looks like that little orb right there. And the way it works is it applies a stacking slow the longer that enemies remain inside of it. And so as you're chasing somebody, they're just going to be constantly slowed down, and it's going to be very difficult for them to actually run away from you. And of course, it will do extra damage in the meantime, so it's really good. As the warrior, you'll just be in the middle of everybody. You can actually modify it to have increased area size as well, so you can really be a huge threat to the entire team if you're in the middle of a battle. So that's kind of, in my opinion, one of his main things. Now, the next thing, I'm just going backwards, I guess. We'll talk about his W next. That's the little glacial looking thing. It is a CC that roots people down. And so the way it works is it's just a little circle. You click on the ground. Anything that gets caught in that circle will be rooted. And oh, there it is. I just rooted the enemy Arthas, and so I was able to lock him down briefly. Later on, you'll actually modify it so where anything in the path of the circle will also be frozen, so it's really easy to lock down pretty much anything. You could just put it past somebody, and oh man, I just got crushed in that battle. So we were trying to go for the ogres. We did get them, but fortunately the enemy was under the impression that they were going to do the same thing, so we did not exactly, that didn't work out so well for us. Alright, Falstad over here picking up the pirates on our side, so we'll be grabbing those coins. We've already got our first turn in, but no coins yet into the next one, and they are about to turn in their own, so I'm going to be running up here trying to grab these. Of course, on Blackheart's Bay, you know, you don't push as much as you do on the other maps, because you basically win the game by turning in coins. He will do enough damage with the pirate ship to finish off the game for you. The best thing to do, honestly, though, is to try your best to finish up the easy front line defenses. So if you can finish off like a wall and 2 turrets, and you know, the ones that are not as easily defended and quickly destroyed. That way your cannonballs actually can focus down the forts and the backline defenses and things like that. That tends to be a strategy that works out in my opinion. So anyhow, on Arthas we have another ability to talk about, the Q, which is Death Coil. Now that one is probably familiar if you played Warcraft or World of Warcraft, then you'll understand. It essentially will shoot out and do damage to an enemy, and then it will return health back to you. Now, the interesting thing about it is that it doesn't actually work that way right away. You can either do damage with it, or you can heal yourself with Death Coil. Later on, you can modify it to where it will return health to you. And the other thing that it will do is that you can modify it to actually instantly kill a minion. So if you want to be able to, I guess, push minions down quickly, you can use that, for example. I don't actually take that particular one because I can't remember that. It's like extra health or regeneration or something like that. But either way, you basically have to decide what you want to modify on Arthas. I pretty much like to make it to where my little frost ground is a large area, as well as the little lockdown. Oh, there we go. There's the ultimate. You just saw the ultimate from Arthas. I shot out Sindragosa, which is that little undead dragon, and it's a huge range. You see, it was massive. It just basically freezes the entire path that Sindragosa shoots out. It does a decent amount of damage. What it will do is actually freeze all minions and all turrets so that they can no longer attack or move. And if you hit a champion with it, then it just slows their movement speed down. So either way, it's pretty good. And multiple different situations. Later on at level 20, you can make it actually freeze and lock down enemies. I enjoy that as the main ability for Arthas. His other ultimate, however, is you can actually raise up a bunch of zombies, your own little army of the dead that will follow you around and do quite a significant amount of damage once they surround stuff. And then the cool thing about that particular ultimate is that you can consume those ghouls. They're actually called ghouls, I guess, ghoul army. You can consume them and it will heal you. So if you want to make Arthas like extremely tanky, you can take that ability and boom, there we go. Sindragosa is going to be doing some work. I'm trying to finish off. There we go. I used my Death Coil to finish off to Tassadar, and our looks like our Falstad is running in and just kind of face tank 3 people. So he did not survive too long. I do have 6 coins. I need to get those. Turn them in quickly. Okay, nice. Got it turned in. So that is the ghost ship attacking the enemy. A lockdown. The witch doctor took him down. So anyways, yeah. So if you want to be super tanky, you can do the goals. Otherwise, if you want control and team fight synergy as well as utility, then Sindragosa is your choice. Alright, another thing that I want to talk about, a lot of champions have, interesting passives. The cool thing about Arthas is that his passive is from level 1 activatable, and basically all it is a auto attack reset, which will slow and do damage to your enemy. Well, I guess it slows if you modify it. It's a talent you can modify to make it slow. But essentially it's like a little bit of a mana leech and extra bit of damage for your auto attacks. When you combine all of these things together, his little area of effect, the lockdown right there, and the Death Coil, the Sindragosa. Oh, here you go. The enemy Arthas actually has the Army of the Dead, which I locked down with my Sindragosa. So I basically counted it out, which was awesome. So when you combine all these things, Arthas has a pretty considerable amount of damage as well as burst for sure. And there we go. I was kind of hiding in the steam vents. As Falstad and I came out, he did not stand a chance. There was no way he's going to get away from that. Overall, I really like Arthas. He's a very strong pick. He can, like I said, just lock people down, slow them around whenever he's running around. And he's pretty fun to play. Main thing is early on, before you get the modification where your W is almost impossible to miss, you just have to be good at landing those area of effect skill shots. Not too bad. So here we go. I've got another turn in. I'm actually turning in a lot of doubloons. Again, on this particular map, especially when I play a tankier character or a character that can just kill minions quickly, I really like to focus on picking up those doubloons because that's really how you win this exact this game mode. Oh no, looks like our Malfurion goes down. I did pick up the coins. I think I have, what is that, like 7 coins? That's a lot. And okay, so we're gonna take let's see, what do I want to do? Okay, this time we're gonna do the Death Coil. So I modified my Death Coil to where it'll actually heal me for much more. That way I'm just really difficult to take down. People will be like, all right, we're about to kill him, and then boom, big heal comes out. Of course, it is just a self-heal. I'm not a healer, but the point is, I'm not easy to destroy, for sure. And that's one of the things that makes Arthas just so strong. You can lock people down. Now, you'll notice I took an ability, that little poison thing. I took that earlier in the game. But I find that Arthas is tanky enough as it is. So what I like to do is add that extra bit of damage to make him, halfway between a super tank as well as an assassin, which you can kind of be an assassin with his kit, the way you lock people down, they can't get away. I mean, I guess you could just say it's more of a bruiser because he's not going to insta-burst somebody, but it feels like it sometimes. Well, anyways, we're going to go for the ogres here. get those guys pushing away, and then I'll have a lot of coins here. That's going to be 13 coins in my possession. I really do not want to die right now because that's a full turn in for the enemy team. And as it is right now, I'm going to turn in at least a couple of these. So I think that will be fine. Okay, I still got 5. Definitely still don't want to lose those 5, but either way, I've already gotten like 3 turn-ins for our team, as you can see, and it's making a huge difference. Our ogres, which I already picked up, are on the way out, and there's no way, yeah, this tank is screwed. Oh my god, Witch Doctor locked him inside the zombies was bad enough, and then my little frost, yeah, there's no chance, sir. So I'll be picking up the Knight's Camp. As you can see, with my area of effect damage, it's really easy for me to actually pick these up. Of course, I'm a little bit low on mana. I've been running around and whatnot, but I'll have 8 coins at this point. Plus that Knight Camp will be pushing in. I don't know if my ogres are still alive. I hope they are. Yeah. All right. So there goes the Knight Camp. They should be able to keep everyone busy for quite a while. I'm not gonna go back to base. I'm just gonna click on the fountain for now. I probably should focus on turning in really soon. We need 18 coins, so rather than turning in at the moment, I know that we are probably strong enough in order for me to just kind of go focus on getting a couple more coins first. I want to be as efficient as possible with these turn-ins. So there's 10 coins right away, and then we'll just need 8 more from the rest of my allies, which I don't even think they are too worried about turning in. They're just focusing on pushing, and I'm doing the majority of the doubloons turn-ins. So I'm not sure. I wonder if I was not turning in doubloons, if we would even be in this position of winning. Because, you know, a lot of times, if one person doesn't, a lot of times people don't really feel like doing it. It's honestly, okay, I'll be honest with you. I don't really like this map that much because of this mechanic. I feel like it's a little, I don't know. I'd rather go push the base and fight enemies. Okay, there we go. I was like, I wonder if anyone's gonna come turn. It looks like I found the enemy Arthas. I kind of shut out my Syndra Ghost a little bit early because he used his ultimate, and I should have been using it to kind of freeze him down there. Luckily, we had the enemy team come in here. I got a heal from Malfurion. I have now 9 coins for picking up the 4 off of the enemy Arthas. Oh, I'm glad I actually walked away a little bit there because whoop, Tassadar came out from Stella trying to pick me up. And now I'm going to take absolute 0. This is going to allow Syndra Ghost to shoot further, as well as lock down enemies. Enemy champions, enemy heroes, whatever, for 1.5 seconds. In addition to, you know, minions and stuff like that. But either way, oh wow, it looks like we're actually about to win. So I guess my turn-ins have paid off. We actually have 4 of them dead. That's GG. So thank you guys for watching. You've seen how Arthas plays out. Now get out there and have some fun. Oh, that's right. It's a closed beta. Hopefully you guys can get in soon. I'll see you around next time. Peace out, bros.